Just don't Thunderbolt full para me. Please don't Thunderbolt full para me. That's all I ask. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team got top 4 in the Milan Special event with a lot of players, and it features a Slowbro with Yveltal. Now, Slowbro's pretty interesting, has the body press iron defense set with slag off and trick room. It's a pretty interesting version of Slowbro right here, and Slowking does not get access to any of the iron defense or body press sets, so Slowbro has to be the user. So I'm pretty interested to see how it goes. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And you want to check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description. But let's get started and play some games. Zacian, Palkia, Indeedee, Incineroar, the Porygon 2, and Amoonguss. Okay, this matchup, it's kind of weird. I definitely have tools. Incineroar or Yveltal is actually a pretty good round against my opponent. Aleki could actually go in. They kind of have to respect the Aleki. So what do I want to do here? I kind of want to go with like not Slowbro lead. I think Incineroar Yveltal. I need to slow down their lead if I want to make sure that I have good pressure. I don't know if this is going to be max speed Palkia. I do like Slowbro though in the back. I think Slowbro walls is Zacian. If I can clear the Palkia, and a lot of these teams like to lead Palkia immediately, I think it's really good here. And then I think I'm going to go Groudon as my last Pokemon. Regieleki would be really nice, but the thing is, Amoonguss could be a potential lead with like Palkia or Zacian, and I just don't like the idea of just like firing off max lightnings into the Amoonguss and wasting a Dynamax. It is kind of annoying though, because I had to deal with spores, and I kind of wish I did have like goggles, for instance, on the Slowbro, because it would be really nice just to avoid it. But we're gonna see Indeedee plus Palkia instead. Okay, this is actually pretty good for me. I lead Incineroar plus Yveltal. I think I just swap out the Incineroar into the Slowbro here, and I click Snarl. They could go for Helping Hand Max Guys in the Yveltal. I should live one, but we'll see how it goes. But let's find out what is going to be the decision here. I'm going to go for a what are we gonna go for? I think we're just gonna go for a Snarl here and a swap into the Slowbro. I think it's my only play. I can't go Groudon. It goes down to Max Geyser and if it's Life Orb on the Palkia, and I'd imagine this is going to be one of those Life Orb Palkias. The 2 redirect mons with like a Dragon and Zacian usually always run Life Orb, whether it's Kyurem White or Palkia, so I'd imagine that's going to be the case here. But we'll find out what they are going to decide to do here. Helping Hand or Follow Me. I'd imagine they always just Helping Hand here. I don't see the point of Follow Me. I could see them even going hard Zacian and getting some offensive pressure, but we'll find out. We are going to switch out our Incineroar here into the Slowbro. It's going to sting taking a lot of damage on the Slowbro immediately, but I kind of have to, right? Because I can heal up, I think, the Slowbro in the mid parts of the game, but I can't really like recover an Incineroar, and I need Incineroar as an Intimidate swap. It's really valuable here. So we are going to see the Palkia Dynamax here, and playing around a fast Palkia. If it was a slow Palkia, a lot easier to handle, but a fast Palkia is going to screw us over here. Let's see here. We're going to see a Protect from the Indeedee. Oh, interesting. I guess they were worried about Dynamax Yveltal. Maybe they think I'm an offensive one. Oh, the Palkia is slow. It's not max speed. I can definitely tell you that much. Okay, that's really good then. So I am able to get the Snarl off before the Palkia gets to move. Oh, that's fantastic. I could probably slack off stall then. They go for a Quake. Okay, I thought they were going to go for a Geyser. I didn't have a switch to Geyser, but I guess maybe they were anticipating the Slowbro. It takes so much damage. That should be a Life Orb, I'd imagine, but I think after another Snarl, if I connect it, I should be able to live another one. So that's, yeah, it's Life Orb Palkia. Okay, excellent. We slack off here. Slack off in the Snarl. Please hit this next Snarl, Yveltal. It's so crucial that you hit this next Snarl. This is a really good passive lead for us, and thankfully they didn't lead like Amoonguss, because they could just spore my entire team. But granted, they were probably scared of a potential Venu lead, and a Venu lead would have actually been pretty scary for them, so I definitely understand the Indeedee here. Have we seen the item on the Indeedee? I don't remember if we saw the Psychic Seed. We do get the Snarl off into both slots here. And let's see what we are going to do here. We're going to see a Max Dragon going to be coming out into the Slowbro, and we are able to take that. Okay. Wait, did Indeedee went for Helping Hand, right? It did go for Helping Hand, right? I'm not crazy. Oh, please tell me this wasn't a double up in the Slowbro here. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Get to slack off the damage with the Slowbro. And guess what? This Slowbro's about to sell out the Dynamax, assuming no crits here. And that is really nice here. We're going to go for slack off. We're going to go for Snarl. If they try to get in Zacian now, it's okay. The Palkia's at -3. Incineroar should be able to safely swap into these Pokemon. And then I could probably just start setting up Iron Defenses. They're going to go for Helping Hand again. Cool. Get another Snarl off, please, Yveltal. Nice. Nice. We don't miss Snarls here. We don't miss Snarls here. Okay, one of the things about using Yveltal that I don't like on a defensive Yveltal is you have to hit Blades and Snarls quite consistently, and you have multiple chances to get crit. It's just, I thought I was going to speak that to life, and apparently I need to hit that extra Snarl because that could have actually been really dangerous. What are those rolls? I guess like it's only like 0.5 to like what, let me see. One Snarl is 0.67, 0.5 for the other one. It's like 0.4 or something. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference, but yeah, I think they got a low one into a high one, but all right. Let's see how this is going to go. The Palkia Dynamax is over. We're going to keep slacking off here. It's always really important. We're just going to keep snarling away. If they try to switch in Zacian, I still have an Incineroar and I should be able to heal. Just don't Spatial Run crit me. Just don't Spatial Run crit me. If you Spatial Run crit me, I guess it's not that bad if you Spatial Run crit me, actually, now that I think about it. They're going to go in Zacian, which is cool. Okay. I'll definitely take this. If the Indeedee... What's the Indeedee going for? Because they don't get any damage on my Slowbro, so I get to heal back to full. And then I think I get Trick Room up. They hard swap that. Okay. Porygon. Oh, this is so good for me. This is so good for me. I get Snarl off. Nice connect. I get some free chip damage. Beautiful chip. Always beautiful chip here. I crit the Porygon. Doesn't really matter there. Okay. Let's see here. Slack off with the Slowbro. And I'm going to go for the Iron Defense here with the Slowbro. Set it up. Set it up. We're going into Incineroar here for the Intim. This is the last time Psychic Terrain, so... And I don't know if they would swap in Palkia here. I could see them try to, because I feel like Yveltal might be a bit too obvious. They could play Route to swap here. I think that would be really fair here. They could call the Incineroar switch, but I don't think they could really punish it here. Sacred Sword's not going to. I guess if they crit or with like close combat on the read. They do go for the play rough. They target the Slowbro, which is fantastic. Okay, because Slowbro's eating that up. And they go for a foul play double up. Okay. Slowbro shouldn't... yeah, it doesn't take too much damage. Yeah. And we're not in range of another one. And... man, I wish Slowbro had Shell Armor right now, because Shell Armor would be so good. Avoiding crits on Slowbro. I don't know how many people played Emerald Kaizo, but Shell Armor Slowbro is absolutely insane. Or just remember Mega Slowbro that couldn't get crit here. We're going to go for a Slack Off here. I'm going to go for a Parting Shot. Not a Flare, but it's a Parting Shot. I'm going to target down the... I'm going to target down the Porygon slot because I don't know if the Zacian's going to switch out. They just stay in and go for a Sacred Sword. Okay, cool. Incineroar takes a bit of damage, but not too much. A Foul Play going to come up into the Slowbro slot once again. But this is a really ideal position where I think Groudon can come in, just click Precipice Blades, and they can't really switch in safely. And then the Slowbro is really going to go in against their team because they can't do anything against my Slowbro. My Slowbro is just eating up their attacks. The only Pokemon that can do damage is the Palkia. And I could Dynamax the Groudon if I want and go for the Quakes here, which might be a good play here because if I do get the Quakes up, that would be really nice. So definitely an option. I just don't... I mean, I think Quake is fine here. I'm going to go for a Slack Off. Or I could go for just a Precipice Blades into... I think Precipice Blades Trick Room is actually better. No, Precipice Blades Trick Room is better. The reason I like Precipice Blades in the Trick Room is because the Porygon probably gets put in range of Body Press, and then I could just Quake up, and it's like safer against the Palkia, I want to say. So I think that's better in the long term. We're going to see the Zacian switch out. Something risky coming in is really bad for them. They just sack the Indeedee, which makes a lot of sense here because they need the Zacian back at like +1 to actually start doing damage right here. And the thing is, I could have just left this thing on the field, but they're probably just going to Foul Play the Groudon so I don't set up anything. We do go for the Precipice Blades here. I'm going to be able to nuke the Indeedee as well as the Porygon. Did they set up Trick Room though? If they set up Trick Room, it's kind of a weird situation because I have no idea who would actually be faster than in that case. Because if they Trick Room, I think it'd be indicating of like the Palkia being the fastest one under Trick Room, but who knows? We do get to the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Let's find out. This should be the Palkia, and then afterward, yeah, this is a Palkia. Palkia should be in range of Max Quake here. I'm going to go for the Max Quake, and I don't know about the Porygon. Maybe I should just double up the Porygon slot realistically. I don't think it's a bad idea either way. I think I'm going to go for a Max Quake into... I think just doubling up the Porygon safe for the most part. Let's see. We'll find out though. We are going to go for the body press into a Max Quake right here into the Porygon right now, and let's figure it out. And all right, let us find out. Let's find out. We'll see. Protect. Oh, protects. Okay, body press going to come out into the Porygon. It does pick up the knock. Wait, I missed it barely. Come on. All right, they go for recover though. Okay, I thought they were gonna protect reverse trick room. Does the Palkia have trick room in reversing it? As long as I don't get crit with Slowbro, I should be fine. And even if I get crit with Slowbro, I think I'm still in an amazing spot with the Groudon regardless. But we'll find out. Max Quake into Porygon. All right, Slowbro, you got this. Don't get crit by the Spatial Rend. I've already been crit by Spatial Rend a few times with Palkias already. They went for the pump actually. Oh, that's I know the Groudon's a threat, but that is not going to help you there. Okay, I win the game. Slowbro does win here. I do go for the body press here and the Max Quake into the Palkia. I should be able to get a double knockout right here, unless the Porygon switches and the Palkia protects. I think that's the only way they avoid it here. Yeah, unless one of them, I guess, has protect. If one of them has protect, I guess, then I just don't get a knockout in general. But it seems pretty difficult. If they have ally switch, I guess they reveal it now, but... even if they ally switch, I think they take too much damage to where I win. Body press going to come out into the Porygon. Going to pick up a knockout. So Porygon does go down here. Beautiful. And come on. Fire off the Quake here, Groudon. Don't be a speed type for some reason. Okay. Beautiful. You love to see it. The Groudon going to get the Max Quake off into the Palkia. Finishes it off. And Slowbro. One of the weird things is like Slowbro should do well against like Palkia stuff. Generally with like Zacian or Calix Ice Rider, but Spatial Rend crit is so frustrating at times. If there was Shell Armor Slowbro, this thing would be an absolute insane monster. It really would have. I guess that Mega Slowbro was kind of insane back in the day, but we are going to see the Zacian right here. And we go for a simple Iron Defense here and a Max Quake, because Max Quake should just be able to pick up the knockout. And if they don't, I just get like a +4 defense basically. And then I just Intimidate with Instant, so I don't have to rely on hitting Blades to win. And yeah, they're going to forfeit. Ooh, really, really solid there. Slowbro being able to stall out the Palkia's Dynamax with the Snarl Yveltal. So thankfully we were faster, because I'm actually surprised the Palkia wasn't max speed. They usually are max speed on those teams, but very effective right there. Was able to like slow down that Palkia. Rolls were kind of a bit weird though. The protect I thought was interesting on the turn 1, but I guess they didn't want like a max darkness and then like Incineroar maybe, because I think Incineroar switch was a little bit obvious, so I think they were trying to cover that for a Max Quake. And yeah, it did work out that my Slowbro was able to get Trick Room up, get the Iron Defenses, do a lot of damage, even if it misses a KO on the Porygon, which I think would have just sealed the game initially, guaranteed. And then Special and crit, it is how somehow Zacian make it come back, but I think it would have been pretty unlikely regardless, but it was possible. Thankfully came through. Zacian, Incineroar, Kyogre, Dragapult, Thundurus, and Rillaboom. Okay, this is very scary because I have no idea what Thundurus combination that is going to be, and as well as a Dragapult set. If the Thundurus is Eerie Impulse or support in general, probably a lot less threatening, but if it's Defiant, that makes it a lot scarier, and yeah, that's not exactly too great. The Dragapult's actually really scary as well. Life Orb hurts a lot here. Okay, what do I want to go? I'm thinking something like, I don't like bring Venusaur too much, and I prefer not bring it if possible. I kind of want to go with like Yveltal lead right away. Yveltal plus Slowbro seems pretty solid here. Yeah, I would say Yveltal plus Slowbro is probably okay. In the back, Groudon, and maybe I should lead Groudon, because my biggest fear of them leading is probably like Thundurus Zacian if it's Defiant Thundurus. Yeah, I actually probably think I should lead that. I think I'm going to lead Groudon plus Slowbro immediately, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then have Incineroar and Yveltal in the back. I think I'm just really comfortable with it. Venusaur could put in some work. However, I'm not a big fan of it. Rillaboom is going to have to be checked. And Aleki is kind of nice. I just don't really like it because I have no idea what kind of Thundurus that is. If it's Scary Face plus like a Kyogre combination, it could be like really deadly to me. So I'd rather just go with like a safer, consistent Trick Room route, which Trick Room's actually pretty good against my opponent's team. Especially if I get an Iron Defense off of Slowbro, so the Rillaboom can't hurt me. Okay, really good lead here, I think. Unless there's Rain Dance on the Thunderous right here. I guess we'll see here. Okay, we do get... Because we are with Conberry on our Slowbro as well. Wait, I'm faster? Oh, what? How am I faster? Wait, what's this Groudon speed? I thought this Groudon was slow. It's max HP. What the heck is my speed stat? What the heck is their speed stat? This is not a very fast Groudon. Like, it has speed, but it's not like a super fast Groudon. Okay, that's really bad here. All right, I'm getting a Trick Room up, and I guess I'm swapping out here. I have to. I'm going to Yveltal. I guess, yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. On the bright... Oh, that stinks. I don't know. Max Lightning plus Water Spout KOs my Slowbro now because my original plan was just to Max Quake against them in general. Like, have the sun up here. Oh, man, if they let it... Oh, this is really not good. And I mean, really not good. This is probably the worst possible scenario right here. But we are going to switch out our Groudon. We're going to go in our Yveltal. And then I guess we're going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre here. If it's offensive Kyogre, I'm really, really threatened right here, though. Okay. They Dynamax a Pokemon. Is this Thunderous or is this the Kyogre? If this is Airstream, that's pretty ideal. Because then well, is it? It's Kyogre Dynamax. All right. Is this Max Lightning or is this Max Geyser? I'm going to get blown back either way into a slot. I didn't have a swap. My only water swap was Slowbro here, unfortunately. So let's see what this Thunderous is going for. Going to be a Thunderbolt into my Conberry, okay? Not that bad, not that bad. Okay, they go for Thunderbolt into the Slowbro. We take it. What are they firing off though with the Kyogre? It's gonna be a Max Lightning double up. Oh boy, this is really bad. Yeah, okay. On the bright side, we know that it supports Thunderous with Thunderbolts, so that makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, that's obviously not that ideal. Maybe I could win with Groudon next to my Yveltal with Quick Boost now, but that is a really, really bad start here. The Groudon can come in. Let's find out what they are going to go for here. Jeez. That was just a terrible turn one. If they go for Rain Dance here, this is really bad too, but kind of have to risk it at this point. We're going to go for the Max Quake here. I need the boost, and I'm going to slow them down with Snarl. Thankfully, they can't slow down my my Yveltal at least, unless the Thunderous for some reason is Defiant Special on this team, just so that they could they could hit my Yveltal with like a Thunder Wave or a Scary Face right here. Thunderous doesn't get Electro Web, right? Oh, I actually don't remember. Does it get Electro Web? I mean, I'm not expecting it on this team, but I just can't remember because I don't remember if Thunderous variant does. We're actually going to see the swap here into the Incineroar, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so Incineroar going to come in and get Intimidated off. That makes a huge amount of sense right here. Okay. I'm getting... this is getting worse and worse by the minute. If they max guard the Kyogre, this is also like even a worse spot. I need that damage on the Kyogre as quick as possible. I need that special defense up ASAP. Then the next turn, do I even Quake the Incineroar, or do I just go for the Quake and the Kyogre and leave the Incineroar alone? Because there's a chance they go into Thunderous. I think I always just Quake the Kyogre. We'll find out. Gonna go for a Snarl. We lower that special attack on both Pokemon, get some nice chip, which is of course really important right here. Okay, let's see, what are they gonna do? It's gonna be a Max Quake into the Kyogre, as not bad damage for a -1. Okay, +1 special defense. They're gonna get the rain up, or they're gonna go for Hailstorm or Lightning in this case, which is also okay. They go for the Hailstorm, which is actually better for me because the guys that would be worse. They actually Hailstorm my Groudon, which is fantastic. Okay, yeah, that does absolutely nothing because their damage up has just been super lowered here. Okay, nice. Okay, I kind of want to go for Oblivion Wing actually into a Rockfall here. I think I kind of want to go for the Rockfall and Incineroar here. I think that's the right call. The Kyogre is pretty weakened at this point, and there's definitely a shot that the Incineroar switches out here into Thunderous or stays in. And if they stay in, I get the KO into the Incineroar, I think, with Rockfall plus a Oblivion Wing. Geyser, Guys, it's going to do a lot of damage, but I don't know. They could also switch out their Kyogre. I could definitely see them not wanting to take too much damage from Kyogre, and they could swap that out into Thunderous, and that would be absolutely okay by me. Let's find out which one they go for. They could also max guard with the Kyogre, which is definitely fair here. They are going to swap out the Incineroar. This should be Thunderous. Rillaboom. Wait, that's better for me. That's really good for me. Okay. No, Zacian is huge for me, actually. What the heck? That's actually really huge for me. They also got rid of the electric terrain and gave me Grassy. That's really good. Hey, I get a Oblivion Wing off into the Rillaboom slot. Wasn't supposed to be the Rillaboom getting caught on the switch, but absolutely will take it here. Best case would have been, I guess, a Max Quake and a Kyogre as well, but this Yveltal's looking really tough for them to beat. It's a Assault Vest combined with a +1 special defense. Definitely a comebackable game here. All right, a Rockfall into the Rillaboom is going to pick up a knockout here. Beautiful. Okay. I really thought this would be a faster Kyogre with the Scary Face Thunders potentially and Airstream pressure from like Dragapult. Oh, I didn't kill the Rillaboom. That's fine. They went for a guys who does absolutely nothing to my Yveltal. Jeez, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, we can go for another Quake. We can go for a Snarl and we should be good. Because I should outspeed, assuming I just hit the Snarl on Rillaboom, or if it just goes for Fake Out, that's fine here. Like, they really just don't handle the Yveltal well. This is Kyra's last turn of Dynamax, so yeah, Dynamax is over, which means they have to rely on like Ult Pulse as their attacking move. They could swap out into Thunderous and definitely go for the Protect, which well, not Protect, no, I would switch out the Thunderous into the Kyogre slot, and I would Fake Out here if I was them. That would give them the best potential spot, but even then, that's not even that bad a position. Then I just probably switch out an Incineroar and I click Snarls, and my Yveltal, like, all I need was like +1 special defense basically. They're gonna swap out that slot into Incineroar, yeah, for Intimidate. Okay, makes sense. If they go for Protect with Kyogre, they're probably just trying to set up a position where they Fake Out the Yveltal and go for a attack the following turn. Although this is still really good for me regardless, because I get damage off into Kyogre. I am able to... Okay, nice. They didn't actually. So I still get some really good damage into Kyogre. Really weaken that Water Spout. And then... Is it in foul play range afterward? I don't think it is, because I'm pretty sure I would need probably Black Glasses to KO at this range after the Max Quake at -2. Yeah, I think I would need it. I think I'm like a little bit off of foul play, I'm pretty sure. Okay, still pretty good. Still really good position here. Okay. You go for Origin Pulse, which is fine. We take absolutely no damage. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Really good spot. Really good spot right here. +2 Groudon against -2 on the Kyogre right here. I still... Wait, is that Incineroar faster than my Groudon too? I didn't... Oh, wait. No. My Groudon healed before the Kyogre and Incineroar, right? Yeah. Okay. I was like... Wait. I thought I didn't see my Groudon heal, but all right. Perfect. We go for a... I think we just go for a Swords Dance at this point, and I kind of want to play aggressive. That's why I'd rather just play aggressive right here. I think I'm going to foul play the Kyogre. Yeah, I'm just going to foul play and I'm going to Swords Dance here. I want pressure, so I have Swords Dance, can pressure the other slots, and then Precipice Blades damage. I guess if I get crit, it's going to be really annoying, but they are also kind of playing that too. Right here, they don't exactly have a good safe swap regardless. They could also be switching out to Kyogre here to like reduce the special attack drop that they have taken, because they have 2 special attack drops. They don't Fake Out at all, so I get a foul play off. I could just foul play it in Blades. Yeah, I missed the range barely. This is okay though. A Swords Dance is going to come out from my Groudon, so I'm back to neutral right here, and they shouldn't be able to KO me unless I get extremely unlucky here. Origin Pulse is going to be fired off into both Pokemon. Please. Nice. Very nice. Okay, they can't KO one of my Pokemon here with Incineroar, even with a crit, so that's really good here. Gonna be parting shot here. Okay, into the Yveltal. Okay, really nice here, because if they want to position Rillaboom this time, and that's kind of why I want this Swords Dance off. Well, I guess I didn't need the Swords Dance. I could just Blades realistically. Blades would have been fine here, but I wasn't sure if they were going to protect or switch out the Kyogre. But now I can just go for a Snarl Precipice Blades, and assuming I hit my moves, I outspeed both of their Pokemon, and then I just get the attack off and pick up the knockouts. So they don't exactly have a safe swap either, because Precipice Blades is going to hurt the Incineroar now, thanks to me. Wait, am I -3, or was I -3 before the Swords Dance? Okay, no, I was -2. Okay. I get Precipice Blades off. I'm gonna go for a Oblivion Wing here. Oblivion Wing is fine into Kyogre. They could protect, I guess, and they could go for Grassy Glide, but of course the Yveltal is threatening a lot. They actually swap out the Kyogre into Incineroar, which I am completely okay with. That means they should be either going for the attack in the Groudon, or they're going to go for Fake Out in the Groudon, which is cool too. Okay. Damaging the Incineroar is always nice too. I really don't mind this, and I can always switch out Groudon if I have to. They protect the Rillaboom. Okay, fantastic. I get actually the best case scenario where I get Oblivion Wing off and Precipice Blaze damage to threaten the Incineroar. Probably a Sugar Berry, I'd imagine, on this team. That's a really, really nice situation. Okay, we get the Oblivion Wing off with the Yveltal. We get to heal back, and oh, okay. It looks like even after our terrible turn 1, it's not over. We still have to steer a little bit, and crits could get a little bit nasty. But if they don't crit me or like full para me and do some really, really weird stuff, I should be okay right here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how their Rillaboom's faster than the Groudon, which is interesting because that's a... Wait. Am I reading that right? The Rillaboom healed before... I feel like I'm messing up the math right here. I'm gonna just protect here. I might as well, and I'm just gonna go for an Oblivion Wing into the... do I target the Incineroar, or am I gonna target on the Rillaboom? I guess I'm gonna target on the Incineroar slot because Rillaboom's last turn of Grassy Terrain is now. They're probably gonna swap out the Rillaboom, but they're not. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful right here. So they go for a Fake Out into my Yveltal, which is no surprise here. They're gonna go for a Grassy Glide into the Groudon. Now Grassy Terrain's over. Let me double check my math. I'm pretty sure Groudon was the fastest thing on the field, but let me double check. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. Groudon was faster. All right, I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb into the Incineroar slot. I'm going to go for a Oblivion Wing into Yveltal. We saw that the Rillaboom has Protect. Rock Tomb pretty much covers every single switch that they could make here. It's also more accurate than Precipice Blades, and I have no reason to go for Precipice Blades at this point in the game. Rock Tomb should KO the Incineroar, even at -1, I want to say. And maybe it's close, maybe it can survive, but I'd rather just get the consistent damage off here, and I feel like it probably does, but I guess we'll find out. I'd rather hit the Thundurus if it switches in as well. Like, getting damage into Thundurus is really nice, because Thunderbolt full paras would be a really, really something there. And yeah, I mean, Thunderbolt into full para into things. We're gonna see the Rillaboom swap here into the Thundurus, okay? So I get damage into the Thundurus, which is cool. I am gonna be able to get Oblivion Wing off into the Thundurus slot. That took it pretty well, actually. Was I -1 special attack? Because I don't remember who the parting shot went off into last time. I guess it was the Yveltal Rock Tomb gonna come out into the Incineroar slot, and oh, it actually does miss the knockout. Okay, don't Flabber's crit me. Don't Flabber's crit me. A parting shot. Okay, yeah, we should still be fine. Because the Kyogre is in range of Sucker Punch. Actually, we've been intimidated so many times, it probably is not anymore after that Grassy Terrain healing. But overall, we're playing a slow defensive game, and thankfully we have dodged quite a few crits. But as long as we didn't get crit, we were in a fantastic spot, especially with the Yveltal. All right, do they have any techs? They need like some kind of really good tech right here. Kyogre is going to come in. Just don't Thunderbolt full para me. Please don't Thunderbolt full para me. That's all I ask. I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb and a Outplay here. Yeah, I'm just gonna Rock Tomb. There's no reason to Swords Dance at this point because like Rock Tomb picks up every KO in the back, and I don't need the immediate KO on the Thundurus because I know I can KO the Thundurus without going for like quite a few moves. So yeah, we're gonna go for Rock Tomb. We're gonna go for Foul Play. Higher protects, that's fine. Just don't get the Thunderbolt full para. And if I Rock Tomb here, the Thundurus is faster than the Yveltal, which I don't remember actually. If it does, then I get like they would have to pair this turn, and they don't have the chance to pair the next turn before I get a Foul Play off into Kyogre, so gives me better odds. Come on. Come on. Don't screw me up like this, please. They taunt. Wait, what? The Groudon. Okay. I'll play into Ogre. KO's the Ogre. How are you beating the Groudon now? They do have a Rillaboom, but I guess... Did I reveal I had Incineroar in the back? I don't think I did. Yeah, I sacked my Slowbro turn 1. I let Slowbro Yveltal... No, Slowbro Groudon, and I sacked... No. No, I let Slowbro Groudon, yeah, and I switched to Yveltal turn 1, so I haven't revealed it yet. Incineroar comes in, but this is fine. This is fine unless this is a mixed Defiant Thundurus for some reason here. But it really shouldn't be. Hard swapping into the Incineroar slot. I'm going for a Foul Play here into the Rillaboom. Foul Play. Yeah, Foul Play just is the better play here because I know Oblivion Wing can heal me. And I should KO at that range because it's not a Assault Vest Rillaboom. We already saw that it was a Protect Rillaboom. So even if they fake out Thunderbolt, we're fine. But they kind of also have to respect the Groudon too. And then next turn, I just fake out and I get some chips. So Incineroar is going to come in. I don't even know how they beat Incineroar from full at this point too. Like the Thunders really has to put in the work, but it's not going to get enough turns. And I still have a Groudon in the back. That's also really difficult for the handle. Yeah, they go for a Grassy Glide into the Incineroar. And we did get a Rock Tomb off in the Thunders earlier. So we guarantee outspeed. We get an Oblivion Wing off into the Rillaboom. Pick up the knockout. Beautiful. We should just win this game 100% now. We're not 100%. As long as I KO their Incineroar, I win before, because I don't think the Thunders can touch my Groudon at all. Unless they have Grass Knot, I suppose. But even then, they have to get like extremely lucky. And yeah, as you see, the Thunderbolt's not doing much damage. No full para either, so it's like really hard for them to win. Okay. Incineroar at like really low HP. Foul Play should just drop it here. And then afterward, I just click Fake on the Thunders. I click Foul Play into Incineroar. Easy game. I guess I Oblivion Wing because the Incineroar is going to go down to Oblivion Wing and I might as well get the HP back if it matters, but it really shouldn't. Okay. Nice. Even though it was a little bit of a slower game, we were able to prevail basically, and yeah, not really too much to say there. Like, even though Slowbro got obliterated turn 1 and I lost my Water Resist. I mean, the fact that they were faster just really screwed me over because I thought I could like Quake and just Trick Room. In that lead scenario, I would just Quake and Trick Room. That did not work out whatsoever. But I guess what I could have done is actually just Quake and Trick. Actually, no, that doesn't work, right? Because if their Kyogre is faster than me, even if they have the Sun Up, but they're more likely to switch, I think, for the most part. So I don't know. I guess I could have Quaked and Trick Room and maybe Slowbro lived to double up afterward, but then what? Then it's Electric Terrain. The Kyogre is faster than the Groudon under Trick Room. I could slack off, but I'm not healing much. My Clone is used. I've had to be in a way worse spot. So I guess it kind of worked out in the end game. I was just able to slow down that Kyogre where it wasn't able to do much. And then Groudon plus Yveltal, just really difficult to handle because they didn't bring Zacian, which I was really surprised. But I guess they thought I was not going to bring the Yveltal, which I guess maybe, or yeah, I brought Rillaboom because they thought Groudon was going to be too hard to handle with what they brought. Indeedee, Xerneas, Zacian, Shedinja, Gastrodon, and Rotom Heat. Okay, this matchup is, I mean, when you're expecting to face a Xerneas, not really. That's what I would say. I would not expect to face a Xerneas at all here. So this is going to be quite an interesting battle right here. The Rotom Heat does make this pretty difficult. I don't exactly have the best answers to Rotom Heat. Slowbro, unfortunately, not that great against my opponent's team. I really do like the Regieleki. Electro Web does seem pretty solid here. However, I just don't know if I could really bring it. I feel like I'm going to need Yveltal, Groudon, Venusaur, and Incineroar. That's what I would say I would probably go right here. With Yveltal being able to snarl down my opponent's team, other than the Zacian, which seems pretty solid. I kind of like leading both my restrictions here, actually. My opponent doesn't have Intimidate, which seems really nice here. Groudon could maybe just go for a Sword Stance immediately. I don't want to lead Venusaur because I feel like my opponent's going to probably prepare for that. I could see quite a few leads here. Rotom Heat could definitely be leading here. Like a Zacian would also be pretty threatening as well. We could also see just the Indeedee plus like a Xerneas combination. That is probably pretty effective as well. I think I'm going to go with Yveltal plus the Groudon lead. And then Incineroar plus Venusaur in the back. This doesn't seem like a very good matchup because, of course, my opponent's got Double Fairy and I have to bring Yveltal. The reason I bring Yveltal is because it's one of the few Pokemon that can kind of slow down my opponent with Snarl, because my opponent does have a lot of special attackers, but it does seem pretty difficult. We'll find out. But let's see what my opponent decides to lead here. Going to be the Indeedee and the Rotom. So this is actually a pretty good lead for me because the Yveltal is actually really threatening some very good damage right here with the Snarl. I can go for a Sword Stance with Groudon, which is very comfortable right here. And then the Groudon's going to be a little bit difficult for them to actually handle. So we will get the abilities on the field right here. The Indeedee is going to be the slowest thing on the field, which isn't too surprising. What do I want to go for? Snarl plus Rock Tomb could be a thing, or Snarl plus a Sword Stance right here. This is going to be that Psychic Seed Indeedee, which is not too surprising. I kind of want to go for the Snarl here for sure. Lower that special attack from the Rotom. And then I think I want a Sword Stance immediately with the Groudon. Now, I can be playing potentially very risky right here. And oh boy, maybe I will get punished here. I thought maybe my opponent was just going to go for a nasty plot immediately and like a follow me, but we're going to see the Rotom Dynamax immediately. And if this is a helping hand from NDD, this is a Max Flare in the Sun. It's not going to KO, I'd imagine, but this is going to do a lot of damage, and Groudon's kind of my biggest damage outputter here. So I might have to rely on Dynamax and Incineroar in the end game instead. We're going to see the Follow Me come out from NDD. Okay, so I'm really glad I got Saurus Hands up, or I would have really liked to get a Max Quake, but was expecting the Rotom to Dynamax immediately. A Snarl going to come out, reduce that damage output of the Rotom. Actually doing a pretty solid amount of damage to the Rotom, as well as the NDD right here. That will lower this Rotom to -1 special attack, as it fires off a Max Lightning, which is actually really good because Yveltal's really not the biggest deal for me right here, because yeah, it's good against the lead. I don't think it's really good against the double fairy in the back. So yeah, this is pretty fantastic right here lead wise. A Life Orb on the Rotom Heat. I was wondering why that was doing so much damage right there at -1, but yeah, here we go. A Saurus Dance on the Groudon right now. And let's just start boosting right here. Let's go for a Snarl right here once again. I don't see a reason not to. And let's just Dynamax and go for a Max Quake here. If they go for Follow Me, I am going to be, or a Helping Hand. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to get that special defense increase. I'm going to get like a big Snarl off in the Rotom. And then the Rotom is not going to be able to do much. Their Dynamax is almost over. I pretty much have a really strong position with my Dynamax Groudon right now. It's going to be able to nuke my opponent's entire team at this rate. So I really do like this position. Dynamax Groudon is going to come out here. And we'll find out what they can do, but this Yveltal is really giving them some issues with the Groudon next to it, as they do go for the Helping Hand last ditch resort, which makes a lot of sense here. I'm not really too worried about the Rotom if I hit the stall, and nice, I do hit the stall once again. I am going to be able to lower the damage output, and I'm assuming they're going to go after the Groudon. Now Max Flare is going to do a decent amount, however I should be able to take this just all right here. But no, they go for the Max Lightning. They're going to KO the Yveltal. Do they not have Xerneas or Zosh in the back? Because I'm just like, targeting down the Yveltal doesn't seem like, yeah, this is a threat to your current position, but it's not a threat to the Pokemon in the back. I don't know how you're beating the Groudon at this point at +2 with a +1 max special defense right here, with the NDD going down right here. So yeah, we are going to be able to get Max Quake boost, and the Groudon's pretty much set up. I just go for Max Quakes into whatever is coming in, and I think I could go Incineroar, or I could go Venusaur. Either one's fine here. I think I'm going to go into my Incineroar right here, because if it is Zacian, probably the biggest damage dealer right here, I can go for, I get that Intimidate off in the Zacian, then I don't have to worry about crit Behemoth Blade just nuking my Groudon right here, especially in combination with a Max Flare right here. Although I'd probably activate the Citrus Berry if I do survive the crit Max Behemoth Blade. We'll see. Incineroar is going to come in, Zacian's going to come in, which is not too surprising. I think for this turn, I probably just switch out Incineroar. I have no reason to really go for that Fake Out, as the Zacian probably going to protect. Actually, I could go for a Fake Out and Rockfall. Would that be a bad position? I don't think it is. I don't think it is, actually. Yeah, I could just go for that. I am going to go for a Fake Out and Rockfall, because I don't really see a reason not to. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I think Zacian, I mean, it could switch out, but I just don't think you switch out to Zacian. It's really like, then I just pin that slot afterward. They're just going to protect, which makes a lot of sense. It's super safe. And if I KO the Rotom, they're going to be locked in with a neutral Zacian. So I think you go for the Max Guard instead, which, okay, that's very fair here. All right. So I do go for the Fake Out into the Zacian here. I do go for the Rockfall attempt into the Rotom, but it does fail here. I think this is really okay though. Like, I just don't see really what the Rotom's going to accomplish. I guess it could go for Will-O-Wisp, but I'll still be at neutral, and I should still be able to knock out the Zacian at this range. I'm going to go for a Parting Shot into the Rotom here. I guess this could be Ally Switch. That could be annoying, actually. Nah, I'm not going to Parting Shot. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz right here into the Rotom slot. I'm going to go for the Quake into the Zacian. I think that makes the most sense to me, actually. I guess Ally Switch could be the one move, but they're going to switch out the Rotom into Xerneas. Is this Ally Switch combination? Because I think that's the only way I could really see this here working out for them. Xerneas is going to come out. They go for the Ally Switch. I mean, I get a big Flare Blitz off. It is Nasty Plot instead. Okay, so they're basically back to neutral. I'm at +2 special defense, so I don't think I mind this that much, as I do get a Max Quake off into the Xerneas right here, and this should just pick up the knockout, so I don't have to worry about setup for the rest of the game. Yeah, goodbye Xerneas, so that's pretty nice. And then I guess this end game could be a little bit tricky. It really depends on their movesets. I don't know if there's a 100% win con, because I'm gonna have to deal with Ally Switch and a few other things, but we do get a Flare Blitz off into the Rotom. This is in Sun, and yeah, that Rotom was pretty offensive. It did take a lot of damage for the Snarl, so the Rotom is actually like pretty low here. At this point, I think I just win because I think it goes down to its own life orb hit. So I think I pretty much just click Precipice Blades here. And I just got to hit one Blades. And even then, I don't even think I have to hit the Blades to win. Maybe I do actually. If the Zacian just gets pretty lucky, it could get a little bit scary, I suppose. But overall, we should be okay. Behemoth Blade's not going to KO the Groudon from full because they didn't get any initial chip damage. I'm going to go hard into Venusaur here, and I'm just going to go for the Precipice Blades right here. I think that's a pretty safe play because Incineroar is pretty valuable. This covers a Sacred Sword or Thunderbolt combination into the Incineroar, but they really should be either like protecting one of these Pokemon or maybe just doubling up the Groudon slot, I'd imagine here, which is most likely. And I don't think they can pick up the knock on the Groudon. They have to be like a lot of attack and crit my Groudon right here. And even then, I think I still have an okay position. They're going to protect, which is fine. Because we revealed it was Life Orb on the Rotom earlier, so I don't think this is too bad. They go for the Overheater into the Groudon. They're going to get chip damage into Groudon. That actually did a little bit more damage than I thought. So maybe, I don't know. Behemoth Blade probably does like 50 to 60% on a max HP Groudon. And then I activate the Citrus Berry. I think I would have been okay. Yeah, I should have been okay, barring no crits. But yep. We're in a really strong position now to just win the game right here, as Electric Terrain disappears as well, which is pretty nice. I can go for, I mean, I guess if I miss every move, then it's a little bit awkward. I actually think I want to swap out here into Incineroar, and I think I'm going to go for Precipice Blades. The reason I want to go for this is because if they have Sub-Zacian and decide I'm going to dodge every attack I go for, like a Sleep Powder into Blades and get the sub up, at least they're going to be at neutral attack, so I get more chances to hit the moves right here, I think. I think that's better overall, so I might as well just decide on that. This also means that Groudon shouldn't go down to crit Behemoth Blade. It looks really close here, but they are just going to fire a Behemoth Blade, which is cool, into my Venusaur slot. Okay, so that's really nice here. Incineroar able to take that really well, and yeah, we do miss the first Blades, which is cool. All right, I think I just do the same play again. I just go back into Venusaur right here, and I'm going to go for a Precipice Blades right here. I mean, might as well just get that Zacian back to get it to -1, and they're just gonna forfeit because I think it's like really unlikely they can win. Again, they can win. I have to hit a Blades basically, which isn't the most reliable move at times, but overall was able to seal up the win right there. They parted down the Yveltal, which was surprising, with Double Fairy in the back. I guess they were like, I gotta get rid of this right now, otherwise the Groudon's just setting up. And yeah, I did set up the Groudon pretty freely, and because they didn't get damage on the Groudon, I just was able to really sweep with the Groudon. And yeah, the fact that they targeted Yveltal, which was threatening to their lead, but it wasn't threatening to the Pokemon in the back, I felt like very, very happy about just keeping my Yveltal in, just going for Snarls while Groudon able to go for a Swords Dance. Maybe it was a little bit risky on my side. I could have went for the Swords Dance or Dynamax immediately, but I didn't know the Rotom Heat set. If it was a Wisp, I would have just been fine with going for the Swords Dance realistically. But the Dynamax, the Life Orb set could have actually blown me back right there. So that could have been a little bit more dangerous than I would have liked. However, it did end up working out somehow. And that is the show. Team performed pretty well. I think the only problem I always just have with like Yveltal and slow stuff is getting crit, because Slowbro, not like its mega counterpart where it has the shell armor and doesn't have to avoid it. Slowbro can get critted. It is not pretty when it does get crit, let me tell you that. But overall, really strong options. The Yveltal for support with the Snarl pressure, Groudon with the max Quake and boost up the Slowbro special defense. It's just a really strong option because Slowbro already has a really high physical defense. When he's paired with Iron defense and the max Quake boost or the Snarl special special attack decreases, it really goes insane and can wall teams. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. If you want to check out the creator and the details of the team, make sure you check it out down below in the description, and make sure to check out the rest of my Series 12 content where there's a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.